Oh, Matt's Mel. Sorry. Good morning, Uma Community Clinic family on this rainy day here in Los Angeles. Rainy Wednesday here in Los Angeles. I'd like to welcome you to class. My name is DeJur, and I'm so happy that you're here. We will be doing mat yoga, so grab a yoga mat. Mine is back there somewhere waiting for me. And just a couple of reminders. If you have any injuries, please take care of yourself. Feel around for what your limitations are. What I mean by that is, like, if I say throw your right arm out, don't fling it all the way out where you're going to go into a pain zone like my right arm, but bring it in a little bit forward of that or lower than that. We don't want to have any pain in our practice together, or injury or re-injury. Pain is the body's way of saying stop. It's too much. Take breaks as needed. I would like to give honor to the Tongva and Gabrielino First Nations people. This is the land that belonged to them, and they belong to the land. The land was taken from them, stolen, ceded is the word. What does that mean? It means stolen. It's just a kinder way of saying stolen, but stolen is stolen. So the ceded land or the stolen land of the Tongva and Gabrielino indigenous peoples, I would like to give thanks for their stewardship of this most beautiful part of our earth, and wish them well in spirit, and those past, present, and future of that of those tribes. So thank you for bearing with me through that land acknowledgement. We will start with our grounding practice, and just, you may sit wherever, on the mat, or I'm on a stool for now, then I'm going to move onto the mat. I'm on the stool just to be closer to the camera for the moment. Get comfortable in whatever way you are sitting. And if you're on the mat, you may cross your legs or not. You can have them out or opened a little bit. It's up to you. And we want to lengthen the spine upward toward the sky so that the spine is really straight and the shoulders and the hips are in a mostly vertical line. And you may want to pull in your belly button just a tad. That kind of engages the muscles in your abdominal area, and it helps with supporting an upright spine. So we move first. I'm going with the sense of sound. And so even though it's raining out there, I can hear a few badass birds are out there. Like, we don't care about rain. We need some worms or some seeds or something. So I hear worms. I hear worms. I hear the birds. And I can hear rain on, like, I guess it's the rain gutters. And when cars go through, I can hear the wet pavement. Moving on to sounds inside our space. So I was able to get my diffuser together earlier, so I hear the little low motor of that. Today I'm doing frankincense, lavender, and vanilla. I think that's what's in there. Frankincense, lavender, vanilla. Smells kind of dreamy. Sometimes I just throw things in there and don't know what it's going to be like. And there's a couple that I hate, like spearmint. Cannot take that smell, so I don't use spearmint, but most of the other ones I kind of dabble with. So anyway, back to the sense of sound tangent. Back to the sense of sound inside your space. And then we'll move to visual, to the sense of sight. And we are looking around our space as if it's our first time in there. And just noticing all the things that are there. Noticing how they're arranged, or in my case, disarrayed. Just noticing what's there. Books. I have books, cat things on the table, plants, figurines here and there, artwork. So just having a look around. Moving to our sense of touch, hands on your knees or thighs, and just slowly rub your palms towards your hips, then across the thighs. toward the knees a few times. Hello, Terrellyn. Welcome. Good morning. We're on our mats today. And just feeling the fabric of whatever you have on, or if you have on shorts, your skin. And then maybe pressing downward a little for a little massage on the tops of the thighs. And just see how that feels. Sense of taste now. Toothpaste, water, my usual. Sense of taste. And then we'll move around to the sense of smell. What do you smell in your space? Flowers, coffee, excuse me, breakfast, toast, whatever it could be. See what you notice. And then let's do some focused breathing for just a few rounds. So I'm going to have you go at your own pace, but we're just breathing through our nose. And in long, slow inhales and then complete exhale, we want to empty out the lungs each time we exhale, just to make room for a fresh, new, big breath. Okay, so do maybe 10 rounds, why not? 10 rounds on your own count and your own timing. After your 10th one, just return to your natural rhythm of breathing, or natural pattern of breathing. And whenever you're ready, I'll move into my mat. Get started. I'm sitting for our learning library. I have a blanket that I'm going to use for a couple of reasons. One is the obvious, to cushion my tush from the floor or my yoga mat. But there's a second reason that you can elevate your bottom part, and that is to position the blanket in a way that elevates your hips up a little bit higher than your knees. And that will help you to elongate the spine even more. And it's a little tricky the first few times you do that elevation, because you have to find the comfortable place for it, and also where you really notice the difference. So it's not just a matter of smushing the edge of the blanket or the towel underneath you, but there is it's a weird word to use, or a weird term, a sweet spot that lets you know you're in the right place. And so once you find that, it becomes like muscle memory. When you're doing yoga and you want to support your hips, you know exactly where to place it, just from the feeling of the placement, the feeling of your sit bones on the blanket or up toward the floor, and you know you're in the right place. Or you can sit on top of the blanket if you'd like to cushion yourself, as I mentioned earlier. So whatever way works for you, please settle into that. Just drop your chin down to your chest and lower your shoulders, and just hold here You may feel a little stretch on the upper back where the back and the neck sort of come together. By lowering the shoulders, you're stretching those muscles a little bit more. Looking downward or eyes closed, your choice. And just noticing your jaw, long spine, smooth and easy breaths. And then tip your head back gently, chin up, and just gaze up toward the ceiling, or you may also close your eyes if you like. And you may bring the 3 fingers, index, middle, ring fingers from both hands, and touch them to the jawbone, the chin area, and underneath right below the cheeks if you like, and press backwards gently, giving a little extra stretch to the throat and the neck. Then release hands, exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up, and then bring your chin to parallel to the floor. Turn your head to the right. And take a breath in here. Exhale, look straight ahead, and then turn your head to the left. Take a breath in. Exhale, straight ahead. Turn to the right, inhale. Exhale, look forward. Inhale to the left. Exhale, look forward. Inhale to the right. Exhale, look forward. Last one, inhale to the left. Exhale, look forward. We're going to drop right ear toward the right shoulder. And again, pressing the shoulders downward. Take the right hand, touch the left side of your head or near your left ear. Let the weight of the right arm add a little stretch to the left side of your neck. So we're not pulling on purpose, we're just letting that additional weight assist us in the right ear, right shoulder positioning. And then release the right hand down, left ear, left shoulder, hold here, take some breaths. And then add the left hand toward the right ear or right side of your head and hold. And then release. The left hand down. So you may recross your legs if they were crossed, put the other one in front or on top. And we'll bring the right arm straight out from the right shoulder, palm down, and lean over as far to the right as you can before your left butt comes off the mat. And just sweep the left arm over and across, left bicep near left ear, and hold here. Take some breaths. So we're reaching, reaching, reaching with the left arm toward the right. Take some big breaths here. Allow these muscles to open up a bit. And then sit up, inhale, left hand to right knee and twist to the right. And hold here. You may look over either shoulder. So this is a spinal twist. The other one was a lateral bend. And inhale, both arms up, left hand down on the mat. Lean over to the left as far as you can go before the right buttocks lifts. Right arm near right ear. And hold there. Breathe deeply here. And then right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, turn to your left. The back hand on either side can be either flat palm or up on your fingertips. You get to pick. And sit up really tall and turn your head either way, whichever is your preference. And then inhale, both arms up, inhale to center. Right arm goes back, right hand goes back down on the mat. Lean over to the right with the left arm. Keep the buttocks, left buttocks planted on the mat. And then left hand, right knee, turn to the right. And right hand is either flat behind you or on your right fingertips. Twisting to the right. Hold here. And then inhale, both arms up, left hand down, straight out to the left, lean over to the left, bring your right arm over near your right ear, hold here, take some breaths. Make sure the right shoulder is pulled back in a neutral position versus leaning forward, leaning out and forward. You want this to be a side bend. This is the lateral, lateral bend or lateral side bend. And then inhale up, left hand, right hand, left knee, turn to your left. Inhale to center. You can release, let your legs, extend your legs, windshield wiper your feet. And then we'll sit here and just lean forward with a flat back. You can have your hands on your fingertips outside the legs, flat palm outside the legs, on top of the shins, forearms down on the shins. Flex the feet to position your hands in a way that's comfortable for you. Lean forward, feet are flexed, so you get a little stretch in the backs of the legs. Look down toward the floor. Breathe through your nose. So we hold the position for a little bit so the muscles can get through their struggle, their initial struggle. Eventually they come to relax or to lengthen a bit. So we're waiting for that. You may look down toward the floor or you may close your eyes, your choice. Inhale, both arms up, sit up tall. Exhale, forward bend. We'll do 5 of these with a flat back here. Inhale, lift, reach up really high, and then exhale, reach out far before your hands come down to the mat. And reach out far and lift your arms up. That's an inhale. Exhale down. This is number 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale forward. One more. Inhale, lift. And then exhale forward and hold here. So hands again flat, fingertips, hands on shins, forearms on shins, flex your feet. And then inhale, walk yourself upright. Bring the right ankle to above or below your left knee. So in assorted number 4, you just exhale and walk your hands forward, one hand on either side of your left leg. It can be flat palms or fingertips here. Look down toward the left leg, flex your left foot. Then inhale, we'll do 5 here. Inhale up, arms up. Then exhale, forward bend. Inhale, this is number 4. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Swan dive the arms down. Take your right palm and press down gently on the inside of your right. And try to sit up tall, checking on your jaw, so relaxing your jaw. And to do that, just separate the upper and lower arches of your teeth, just a hair. That'll relax that muscle on your jaw joint. And then extend the right leg out. See if you notice any differences between left and right, especially the hip area. And then let's windshield wiper the feet. And then we'll bring left ankle above or below right knee. And then walk yourself forward and hold there. So one hand on either side of the right leg. You can be on your fingertips or palms. Looking down toward the right knee, eyes open or closed, your choice. So I noticed that my right hip in this shape feels tighter than when I did this. Excuse me, everyone. And my left hip feels tighter than when I did this for the right hip or right leg. Try to settle into the shape. And then inhale for 5, arms up high, sit up tall. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. This is number 3. Exhale forward. Inhale. Exhale. This is 2. Inhale. Exhale down. This is 1. Inhale, arms up, sit up tall. Swan dive the arms down. Left palm touches the inside of the left knee. And we're pressing down gently. We're not forcing or jamming. And then extend the left leg out. Notice the muscle rebound. And then windshield wiper your feet. And we'll come to sit wide legs. So as wide as you can, but still in a fairly comfortable opening of your legs. And we don't want to have the legs so far open that there's shooting pain on the inside of the thigh. That's too much. So if you have that happening, bring your legs in just a hair. So you want a little bit of sensation or feedback in the inner thighs, but you don't want it to be paralyzingly painful. Okay, we're not going for that. And just take a breath in and then walk hands forward, flex your feet, and bring your hands out as far as is comfortable for you, and try to keep a flat back here. You may be on flat palms, fingertips, or forearms. I'm not there yet for the forearms, so I'm going to stick with what I can do. And looking down toward the floor, eyes open or closed. So this is a wide leg seated forward bend. And hold here. You may feel some feedback on the insides of the thighs, maybe a stretch. And again, it shouldn't be painful. We don't want to overstretch the muscles. Take a breath in and walk your hands over, one hand on either side of the left thigh, left leg, excuse me. And then adjust your torso, twisting to the left, look down toward the left knee, hold here. Let's walk back to the center and hold in the middle. And see if you can come down a little more. You might be able to. Give it a try. And walking hands toward the right leg, one hand on either side of the right leg. Turn your torso toward your left thigh and hold there. Looking down at the right knee or eyes closed, your choice. And then inhaling and walking back to the middle, holding here again. If you could come down a little more with a flat back, give it a try. Then inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward, hands down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. We'll do 3 more. Here's number 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Hold here again. Now I can get my forearms down. That wasn't a goal of mine, but we've been forward bent for maybe a couple minutes now, so things have changed a little bit for me. So holding here. And inhale, walk yourself upright, bring your legs together, and notice how glorious that feels. And then windshield wiper your feet again. We're going to come to table, and you may use your blanket to cushion your knees or your lower leg if you want. So table pose is also called box pose or box shape. I have a couple of Texas-based yoga teachers, and I noticed that that's the expression they use for table. And then, here we also say tabletop. So basically, hips and knees are in a vertical line. The shoulders, elbows, wrists are also in a vertical line, but push the hands out just a hair so you don't have a really sharp bend in your wrist joints. That can be painful. No point to do that unless it feels okay for you. So we'll do cat-cow. We'll start with the slow, 2 sets of slow cat-cow. So we'll start with the cow. So dropping your belly toward the floor and lifting your chin. That's an inhale. Initially inhale and then continue breathing, arching the back. Just letting the belly hang toward the floor to allow the muscles in the back to release. So this is actually a back bend, is its primary function. However, there's a benefit of the front torso is getting a stretch. The superficial part of the body, the front of the torso is getting a nice stretch, especially down the midline. You're just holding here and breathing. You're pushing yourself away from the floor so the arms are engaged. And then let's reverse that into cat. So lifting the spine upward toward the sky and pushing down with the hands, exhaling, bringing your chin to chest. And then continue your natural pattern of breathing. We'll move into cow. Breath in, lift the head, drop the belly toward the floor. And exhale and take a few more breaths. We'll move into cat. Last slow-mo cat. Exhale, chin to chest, lift the spine, and then continue to breathe. Then we'll go into real time. I'm gonna let you on your own timing. So do maybe 10 sets of cat-cow on your own. And the inhale up is the cow. The exhale curl is the cat. So do 10 sets on your own pace. When you get through 10, just come to table. We'll move into thread the needle. We'll start with the left arm. So we'll do 3 under the right arm up, under the right arm up, under the right arm up, and then thread and hold. Okay, so inhaling, lift the left arm, turn and look at the left hand. Exhale, left arm down and under toward the right, and then inhale, lift and twist to the left. 2 more like this. Exhale, twist to the right, inhale, lift, exhale down. 1 more, breathe in, lift, twist to the left, exhale, left arm down, left shoulder down, and hold here. Left side of the cheek is touching the mat. The right hand can stay just as it was, palm down, bend the elbow. You can have the elbow lifted. You can also push the right hand above your head, palm down on the floor. You can wrap the right arm behind you toward the left, right hand toward left hip. So find where you'd like to position your right hand, right arm, and get there and hold the shape. Breathe through your nose. So this is an inversion. Our head is lower than our heart. The heart has an easier time pumping. It's also a spinal twist and a stretch for the glute, the butt muscles, and the backs of the thighs. And then right hand on the floor, we're gonna unwind. Inhale, lift the left arm, look up, twist to the left. And then left hand down, we'll go immediately to the right. Inhale, right arm up, twist to the right. We'll do 3. Exhale, right arm down toward the left. 2 more, breathe in, lift, twist to the right, look up. Exhale. Right hand toward the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right hand toward the left. Last one, inhale, we're gonna hold here. Right arm down, right shoulder down, right cheek down, and then find what you'd like to do with your left hand, left arm. I'm gonna wrap mine behind me. Smooth out your breath. Check on your jaw. And when you're ready, position the left hand down on the mat. I'm going to do one final twist here. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Right hand down. We're moving to child's pose. So widen the knees as far as you can. Bring your tush to your heels. Let the big toes touch each other and come down. So there's some options for your arms. Traditional child's pose is the arms are straight out above your head, palms down. If your shoulders feel tight or are not interested in that shape, we can do cactus arms, which just means bend the elbows like we do in some of our other shapes. or goal post arms that we talked about before. You can do that. If it's a little reach for your head to get down to your mat, you can stack your palms one on top of the other. Plant your forehead on your palms. If that's not enough of the floor coming up, we stack our fists and place our forehead on our stacked fists. Lots of options. The last one is you can bring your hands down on the outside of both ankles, of each ankle, and plant your forehead on the mat with that. So you get to pick. Breathe through your nose, hold here. And then let's reposition to table pose. And we'll stretch the legs out. So stretch the right leg back on the ball of the right foot. We'll do some pulsing here to stretch out our calves and our hamstrings. So just pressing back through the heel, right heel. And just hold this with pressure going backwards and take some breaths here. Palms are flat, fingers spread. You look down at the mat, at your mat. And then right knee to mat, extend the left foot out, left leg straight, leading with the left heel. So we're pushing back. So again, my left calf feels much tighter than the right one. No problems, just what is going on right now for me. So pushing back, holding, breathing. Left knee to mat, let's go back to the right. This time we're gonna actually pulse. So gentle, they're not quite bounces, but we're just going back with the heel and then forward, shoulders over the wrists. A few times do that. And move the breath. Exhale when you push back, inhale when you come up. And then right knee down, let's pulse with the left leg. So extend the right foot back, ball of the right foot, just pressing left heel back and then coming forward so that shoulders are over wrists. Do that a few times. And then left knee to mat, and let's do some hip circles. So these can be whatever you want them to be. So literal hip circles, wide or more vertical. You get to pick. You can rock your hips side to side. And you can also rock side to side and look toward the, my left hip is out to the left. I'm looking back toward my right foot. So this is a lateral twist. You can do that too. So my right hip is out. I'm looking back around to my left ankle. You try that. You can bring in the shoulders and the elbows. So dipping the chest, moving the arms, or bending the arms, bending the elbows, dipping the shoulders. Whatever feels nice. Wag the dog. I just made that one up, but wag the dog. Imagine you have a little tail back there and just wobble up. Move it side to side. And you can go as slow or as fast as you want. You get to pick. Those lateral bends are really good for the muscles around the rib cage. Gives them a nice opening. And then come back to stillness. We're going to sit in Shiro's pose. So I know this is not the most favorite pose of a lot of us. I used to hate it. I would see red when my teacher would call for this. And that's the lady I went to see yesterday, where her helper said he had to get some whatever, some constitution for this cold weather. Oh, but she used to wear us out with this. Anyway, so my toes are curled under. I am sitting on my heels, but you may want to bring the torso up and just put light pressure on the toes by pushing back a little bit. So this is not as intense. This could be a good place to start. And over time, I did get used to it where I stopped gnashing my teeth and cursing her mentally. But we'll be here for just a few more breaths. It's really good foot therapy. We're separating the muscles around the feet and the bones out of their natural positioning. Because who walks around like this? No one. Maybe, well, ballerinas don't even walk around like this, or dancers, but anyway. So just do it as long as you can stand it, then come up, bring the torso up to vertical. You don't have to just stay there and be in total pain. And we're gonna come to table, and the reward is tapping the top of the feet on the mat. See how lovely that feels as a treat. And have you sit right hip to the floor. This is mermaid's pose. Well, there's a couple different mermaids. I don't know, but this reminds me of a mermaid with a tail. So I just have my knees bent, and you can wrap, like I can wrap the right foot over the left ankle if I want or not. It doesn't matter, whatever's comfortable for you. And then we're gonna do a twist to the right. So my left hand is touching toward the outside of my right knee. And I can't bring my right hand behind me, but I can bring it back as far as I can bring it back to help me twist a little more. And so just holding there, twisting. Let's look over the left shoulder. And then come back to center and lean over, left hand on the mat, and just lean over to the left. And place your right hand on your hip. Let's try that out. So another way to stretch the right side rib cage. And then come back up to upright. Let's go to table and move our mermaid tail to the right side where our left hip is down on the floor. Get settled there. See, this is nice that I have this blanket here already because my ankle bone will be grinding in, and these mats are really, these are really, they call them pro mat. And all it means is they're extremely hard. There's nothing, luxurious about these, but anyway, I like the color, so I want them. But they're really a ton. Anyway, right hand to left knee, turn to the left, bring your left arm back as far as you can, whatever that is. It won't probably go right behind you comfortably, but do what you can. Sitting up tall. Plus, I go to the warehouse sale, so I did not pay crazy retail for these mats. I would never. Anyway, twisting to the left, breathe. And then inhale to center. And then right hand down on the right, left hand to left hip and lean over toward the right. Inhale, come up to center. Untangle your mermaid's tail and flip your flippers a little bit. So we're going to go onto our backs. So I'm going to reposition my blanket so that my entire back is cushioned, just because since I have it here. Come into your back, feet on the floor, and ankles and knees in a vertical line. So and palms down, we're going to do some bridge pose. So inhale, lift the hips up toward the ceiling. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. You can use the palms down to help press you upward. So this is an inversion, but its primary use is a back bend is what it's for first. And then it is an inversion as well. And you might feel the muscles in the front of the leg working hard. And exhale down, and then inhale, lift again. We're going to hold here. Keep your breath flowing while we're here. And then exhale, lower. We'll do 2 more sets like this. Breathe in, lift the hips, and then continue the breath. Exhale, lower. And then last one, breathe in, lift, and hold. Push up. And then slowly lower hips to the mat and bring your knees to chest on an exhale. Hold here. See how lovely that feels. Take a breath in and then exhale, curl your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, head down. Exhale, lift forehead towards your knees. Inhale, head down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. And then we're going to do the pearl and the starfish. So knees to chest. We're going to exhale. Arms out, legs separated. That is the starfish. And then exhale, curl into a pearl. So we're going to lift the head off the mat again. Inhale, arms down, legs down. Exhale, pearl. Inhale, starfish. Exhale, pearl. Inhale, starfish. We'll do 4 more. Exhale, pearl. Inhale, starfish. Exhale, pearl. Inhale, starfish. I think 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last pearl. Last starfish. And just hold here and take some breaths and see how you feel around your abdominal muscles. Feel a little twinginess, a good twinge around my hips. And then bring your knees to chest, hold on and rock back and forth, side to side. And then lower feet onto the floor. We're going to windshield wiper the knees, the legs. So side to side. See if you feel like my knees are going to my right. I feel a stretch on the front of my left thigh. See if you notice that stretch when it happens. That's one of the bonus target areas. Bonus meaning this is really for the hips. This side to side is for the hips and the low back. It's a little tiny spinal twist happening when we go from side to side, but also those top big muscles on the fronts of the thighs are getting a little stretch as well. And then we'll move into final rest. So you may wrap up, get comfortable. You can do Shavasana in the traditional corpse pose. I'll show you real fast for our learning library. This is traditional corpse. This is a corpse in case your low back is uncomfortable. So you bring the feet wide, drop the knees together so they support each other. That's another version. If laying flat out on your back is no bueno, bring the knees up and turn to either side and do a side corpse. And the bottom arm, show you the bottom arm becomes your pillow. So knees to chest, I'm turning to my right, my legs are stacked on top of each other and they're relaxed down, supporting the floor, and the bottom leg is supporting the upper leg. Then I bring my bent right arm on this case, under my head to cushion my head, and my right arm is just, my left arm rather is just draped on the left side of my body. So that's a side corpse pose. You can also do Shavasana seated. always an option. You can also do it standing. Some of my incarcerated students over the years have preferred to just do it standing, so they may do that. And I've talked to you about the young man who did Shavasana in the park knitting. He knitted through his Shavasana. He can do that because it's his Shavasana. So settling down. Allowing yourself to sink toward the earth. Noticing your feet. Noticing your hands. Noticing your legs. Noticing your arms. Noticing your spine. Noticing your head touching the earth. Noticing your breath. Gently turn your head from side to side. Wiggle toes and fingers. When you are ready, take an exhale, bring knees to chest. If you're flat on your back. And then turn onto one side and hold there. And then taking your time, pressing upright to seated again. May you be happy. May your life have meaning. And may you be an instrument for social change. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming to class.
Oh, thank you. It's awesome.